World Financial Group offers entrepreneurs from all backgrounds the opportunity to start their own business on a level playing field. Dr. Yana Woodhouse, receiving the WCM Wall Street Pioneer Award by the United Black Wall Street of America, Inc., is one of those entrepreneurs.
I see WFG and TFA as a place where African Americans with an entrepreneurial mindset can flourish. And the bonus, we help families and serve the communities across the country.
To learn more about us, go to worldfinancialgroup.com.
We are the sons and daughters of the soul. We are resilient and forever forward-thinking. We ask for nothing else than the opportunity to live and to create the lives that we were meant to live. We want nothing but an equal chance at options and possibilities. The same possibilities and options to live out our potential as our fellow man. We want to be heard, understood, and expressive in our reality. We are the future. We are the creative. We are here.
Hello, and welcome once again to another fantastic Tuesday as we get ready to celebrate the holidays. Is everyone ready? I hope you are. Just before we get into that holiday season, we thought we'd come in and give you another fantastic Tuesday show that's going to help you with getting into the understanding of business credit, giving you that beneficial knowledge that you're going to need. Because I'm telling you now, again, if we do what we need to do now, people, I'm telling you, we're going to set ourselves up for success. We're going to set ourselves up for success if we do what we need to do now. Let's not wait until next year. Let's do it now. Let's not wait until 2023. Let's do it now. Let's get all of those T's crossed, those I's dotted. Let's make sure that we are ready for this upcoming recovery. Again, we're in the midst of the recovery. We're not quite fully through it. There's still a lot more opportunities that are going to be coming. And I want to make sure that you're all prepared for it. Happy holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that we celebrate. Happy holidays to all of you. But my gift to you is helping you get established with business credit, with personal credit, with whatever it is that you need in that financial world. The experts, as I've said it before, we are here. We are asking for your understanding to allow us to help you. And these platforms that I'm actually able to do today, and I've been doing every day on every Tuesday on Soul City, is leveraging your score. My name is Tyrone Glover, and I am the Dress Down CEO of Leverage Credit Recovery. And I'm just grateful. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm enjoying life in the manner in which the Creator has allowed for me to enjoy it. And my job from this point on is to be the messenger. Is to help you get that information that you're going to need, Remember what I said, that you're going to need to help you navigate yourself through some of these particulars. They might be complex, they might be simple, but whatever they are, you're going to need somebody to hold that hand and navigate you through. You're not there yet, and it's okay. I wasn't even there yet. I had somebody help me, hold my hand, walk me through until I got proficient. And now I'm called the expert. All I want to do is be that for you. And in order for me to do that, I have to do these types of understanding. So welcome. Thank you, everyone, for always giving me the time here on Tuesdays. Thank you to my great staff in the back. That's Matt McCoy. That's Jasmine Pfeiffer, my mentor and someone that I truly appreciate, because she's the one who I'm able to pass. Once I've done what I needed to do, pass it into another hand that can definitely do even more than I can. That is Dr. Yana B. Woodhouse. You can find her equally on here on Thursdays, Soul City Network. And obviously, we do what we need to do. Again, some information popped up there. My telephone number is 805-428-9424. That email just popped up. That's leveragecreditrecovery@gmail.com. Send us all of your inquiries, your questions, your concerns. If you can't send it to us, send it to Soul City Network. Let them do what they can do for you to get it back out to us. We are a family here, people. We are family, and our family is about making sure that you have what you need. Soul City Network, our Soul City programs are available nationwide on Comcast, Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We are all over, folks. We are all over. We are in that household, and we want you to know that we are here to help you. So let's get right to it. Let's jump on into those slides, and we're going to be talking about business credit. 5 easy, simple steps to help you get that business credit. We know you need it, folks. We know you need it, so stop playing around. We know already that you are in situations that this will be able to help you get out of. We know that we can get you to that next level. You got to want it more than those who are presenting it to you. So we're going to be talking about business credit. And at the very end of it, I'm going to give you some vocabulary. These are some terms that you're going to need to know as you're navigating through some of the particulars of business credit and also personal credit. This works both ways. You're going to need this as much as you possibly can because, again, business or personal, the steps are all the same. The separation is what we really need to be focusing on. So business credit, again, good credit and above will give you the best chances at qualifying for a business loan. Don't sleep on that, folks. Do not sleep on your good credit. If you are in that poor area, that fair area, or that good area, you need to be looking at, can I get that higher? Interest rates, we already know the feds are doing as much as they possibly can to bring those down. We know that inflation is through the roof. But still, there's still opportunities out there for businesses, for personals. The thing is now you have to decide, you have to be more strategic and you have to strategize a bit more to make sure that you're getting the best and the biggest bang for your buck. And also equally, you're looking at that return on your investment. So why not start investing in you now? If you are an entity and you want to grow that entity, why not start investing in your business credit now? Stop waiting until the next pandemic. Stop waiting until the next year. Start now. I'm telling you, the things that I know will surprise you. It will surprise you because a lot of people that I talk to, they look at me sometimes and like, wow, how do you know all this? Well, I've spent literally the last 6 years since I've been back here in New York, diving into a lot of the conditions and circumstances. Prior to that, I was working with corporate America, and I got a lot of wealth, knowledge, and understanding that, again, has positioned me ideally for this time frame. And all I want to do, as I stated, is be the messenger. I'm here to convey a message to those who want to get out of these financial conditions that are not as favorable as they would like them to be. It's time for us to do more. And I'm talking primarily to my African American and my Hispanic community. We got to get out in front of that. I'm talking primarily to my working poor and my middle class. And that's of all ethnicities. That's of all genders. We have to do more. The pandemic has proven that there's more than enough opportunity out there. Question is, do you want it as much as those who are offering it to you? So building business credit plays a critical role in your company's funding abilities. Whether you operate a limited liability corporation or company, your business has the ability to establish credit files separate from you as an individual. Okay, separate from you as an individual. It is imperative that you keep your business and your personal separate. If you operate a sole proprietorship, it's important to understand there is no legal or financial separation between you and your business. So it's really important. I'm only introducing these understandings. They are far more professionals. And the individual that I brought up earlier, Dr. Yana B. Woodhouse. This is her area of specialty. My job is just to bring it to your attention, get you interested in it, and then it's to pass you off to those who are ideal with making sure that you have the proper setup for your business. But the credit piece, that's my lane. So I'm going to talk about that all day long because, as I stated, that's my lane. I'm the credit guy. I love it, but I will not try to impose my understanding or my will upon the entity pieces that belong to somebody else. I'm just that type of a person. I stay in my lane, and then I pass on that valuable client, that customer, that individual in need of resources. I pass them off to the proper hands that can help them definitely with whatever it is that they're looking for in that business realm. But please remember, you have some entities here. You got limited liability corporation, you got sole proprietorships. There's a lot that ties into that business structure, and you need to make sure that you're selecting the most ideal one for your business. But that business credit, that's a no-brainer. It just helps with being able to do what you probably wouldn't do if you didn't have substantial or good enough credit. That credit is so vital. It's so important. It's not just important to your business. It's equally important to your personal life. So get on board, folks. Oh, really quick. My name is Tyrone Glover. As I told you, I'm going to tell you every single time that I'm on here, who am I? Who am I? You need to know that I'm not just some random person that was picked out of the crowd to say, hey, go do a show. No, this is a 30-year professional out there in the world, gaining that knowledge, doing all of the things that I need to do so that I would be strategically placed for this particular time in our history. Had no clue what the great creator had in store for me. Had no clue. All I know now is that I have a wealth of knowledge that is helping a lot of people. And all I want to do is make sure that you who are following, who are listening, who are paying attention, who are sharing this information, that you equally have the same benefits that you should have had probably 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's overdue time, folks. And my job now is to convey a message. So I wanted to let you know I am a veteran. Go Army. I am K through 12 teacher, corporate American executive by way of European studies, with 30 years entrusted to me by 19 different companies in the United States and abroad, responsible for the well-being of employees and profit. I make money. I build professionals. I educate and train youth for today's climate. That's what's important for today's climate. We are addressing some of the issues that may have transpired previously, but we're addressing them for today's climate and beyond. If you do what you need to do, gain that knowledge now, you're not going to have to worry. If there does happen to be another pandemic somewhere down the road, if we do happen to get another, shall we say, I'm not going to, again, the politics is your politics. You can do whatever you want. But should we get another politician that is not so favorably on the side of people or business as they were on the side of self-grandizing? All right. My friends, colleagues, clients, co-workers, students, family members, remember me for my extensive knowledge of credit, for credit advocacy, credit activism, my commitment to consumer right protection and pro se litigant rights. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you're the only one who can go into a courtroom and express and explain your situation better than any lawyer. Any lawyer. I'm telling you, a pro se litigant has equally the same amount of rights. Actually, you probably get a little bit more understanding. The judges don't necessarily like you, but again, if you're going in there speaking facts, you have nothing to worry about. And I am here to make sure that whatever the financial circumstances that might bring you in front of a judge, that you're speaking facts. It's going to happen. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And now that we had the moratorium, that might have put some people in a in the rears when it comes to their, shall we say, their rent or whatever the financial circumstance or situation may be. Please don't ignore those mailings that come to you. Adverse inference. I'm going to leave it there. That was a reference or a understanding that Jamie Raskins brought to me and brought to others when he was talking about the Trump impeachment. Adverse inference. That is a powerful word. You cannot just avoid things that come to you and think that nobody's going to use that against you. So important to understand the pro se litigant right piece, and also that you're a consumer and you have consumer protections. From this day forward, our youth and students of all age will have a voice and a seat at the table. It wasn't like this before, but it is like this now. We are going to have to protect our youth, and we're going to have to make sure that they are fully versed and educated in every aspect of making sure that we create fabulous doctors, lawyers, teachers, construction workers, plumbers, janitors. It doesn't matter what you want to do, but ultimately we need to create decent individuals. Worthwhile, credit-worthy individuals. Because if we do that, then the doors that were closed will be reopened. We have to bring back what we've lost, because lost is only misplaced. Let's get it back into the understanding of how we reestablish all of the understandings of Black Wall Street. We've done it before. We've done it many a times over. Let's do it again. All right, so 5 simple steps to building credit. Step 1, choose the right business structure. You got to make sure you got the right business understanding to make the business a distinct legal entity. All right, a direct legal entity requires that you select a business structure such as a LLC, an LLP, limited liability partnership, limited liability corporation, or corporation. Remember, sole proprietorships do not create a separate business entity. That means that they're tied together with your personal understandings. But the LLC, LLP, separated. But as I stated, my job is not to tell you what to do. There is a whole nother space and lane for that. And that I leave to the other experts who are very far more versed. But my job, as I stated, is how to help you build that business credit so that you can go out there and establish exactly what you're seeking to do with the understandings. It's going to take a little bit of work, but I tell you, once you put in that work, it then runs automated. Never have anything to worry about. Never have anything to worry about. It's just that simple. Once you form your business entity, the next step is to register your business. This particular step is dependent on your structure and where your business is located. For additional steps on choosing the right structure for your business and registration, be sure to check with the SBA, Small Business Administration Business Reference Source. Again, that's a great area in which you can start diving into to get some real understandings. But as I stated, there are experts out there. If for whatever reason you have a challenging time navigating the websites or navigating the internet, by all means, as I stated, reach back out to us and we will definitely put you into the hands of those who can help you with whatever it is that you need. Now, more than ever, you heard about the Great Resignation. People are leaving the uncomfortable situations of the employment situation. They don't like it anymore. Hostile working climates. Who wants to be in something like that? Nobody. So they're really now starting to explore the possibilities of, well, you know what? I got a niche. I have something that I've been doing for 10, 15, 20 years for this company, and now I want to strive or reach out on my own, branch out on my own. Why not? Why not? You just got to make sure that you have the right business structure. Step number 1. Step number 2, obtain a federal tax ID number, which is also known as an EIN. And you can apply for a federal tax ID for free using the IRS assistance tools. This is a 9-digit number assigned to your company, which you will use for things such as filing company tax returns, opening a business bank account, applying for licenses, permits, and applying for business credit. So this is kind of like your business social security number. Don't confuse the two because clearly you don't have a business social security number. I'm just comparing the two. If you are a person, but that person has a social security number and the business itself now has something that's equally as important. It's called the EIN. So we now chose the right structure. We've now obtained the federal tax ID. Now we're moving on to step 3, which is open a business bank account. You got to have some means of being able to obviously do those transactions. And you want to do those transactions in a digital format because you want to create a digital record between financial institutions. Once you have your federal tax ID, you'll want to open a business bank account for your company. This is a mandatory step in creating a clear separation between your business and personal expenses. Think about that one more time. This is a mandatory step in creating a clear separation. Please understand this point because it's super critical. If you start mixing your business with your personal, you are going to find yourself in a very, very precarious situation. Okay? You can't then go back and say to a judge or to or whatever, an arbitrator that, oh, I didn't know. We're making it clear to you. And I'm sure when you start even talking to those who do equally might be helping you with, they're going to be telling you the same thing. Keep it separate. Keep it separate. Limited liability, limited partnerships. You want to keep these things separate. Do not commingle your personal and business understandings. If you do, there is going to be some liabilities that's going to potentially hurt you if it does turn out that you're doing what we have strongly suggested that you do not do. So keep these two entities separate. Your banking relationship plays an important role in your company funding potentials. Not only does your business bank account serve as a bank reference on your credit application, it also allows provided key data that lenders use during a funding review. So by making sure that you literally manage that bank account just like you would your personal bank account, but again, it's on a business structure. Make sure that those, again, T's are crossed, those I's are dotted, because all that's going to do is strengthen your ability to, say you need a new oven, say you need a new awning, say you need a new window, say you want to open up and there's another building right next to you or another spot right next to you, you want to knock down that wall and occupy 2 spaces. Again, with a substantial amount of business credit, it's going to take you so far. And if you've already established a personal understanding, then you equally know that in your business world, it's going to have the same impact. If you're unsure, not quite, and you don't know, well, you're getting your first introduction to how do I make sure that these entities are working as effective as they should. Well, you got step 1, make sure you got the right business structure. You got step 2, make sure that you have a federal tax ID. And now you have step 3, which is making sure that you have opened up a bank account, a business bank account. All right, step 4, establish credit with vendors, suppliers who report. This is important. Just because you shop and they're not reporting, how does that help you? It's the same thing with using your debit or cash. We need to remove that understanding from the way that we conduct business, personal business as well as business. We need to understand that as we do transactions, we want to make sure that those transactions are getting reported. That's the part that really helps with building the essentials when it comes to your personal credit or when it comes to your business credit. Just because you're spending and it's not getting reported, there's nothing there. There's nothing that you can quantifiably go back to and say, hey, look what I'm doing. It's your report card. Obviously, my students, as I told you, I'm a teacher. My students obviously want to get the best grade as possible, and we all should want to do that. But in order to do that, we have to use the tools and the mechanisms that allow for the items to get reported. One of the easiest ways to build business credit is to apply for a net term with vendors and suppliers. What that means is net 30, net 60, net 90, net 120, net 150, net 180. This is just basically telling me, and obviously do the math, 30 days increments. So you can get up to a net 180. That allows for you to go out, spend on, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. That allows for you to go out, purchase your merchandise, bring it back into your establishment, sell through that merchandise, and then pay the vendor on whichever net terms that you have agreed upon. These are the best conditions for businesses. They do kind of have this for consumers, but clearly, as consumers already understand, that's a 30-day cycle. You're not going to get any more than that. It's a 30-day cycles. At least with businesses, because they know if you're an established business and you've already executed the first 3 steps, this step here is only going to solidify the understanding with a vendor and a supplier. They see that, wow, you've been established, you've been doing the right things, you've got enough liquidity in your bank accounts. Hey, yes, we'll extend you that understanding. And clearly, they're not going to give you 180 right off the jump. Now, if they can establish that you've been very, very loyal and honest and upfront when it comes to your contractual understandings, yeah, they'll give it to you. No problem. But they want to create a relationship first. So they might give you a 30. Say you go 2, 3, 4 months and you need a little bit more time. They might raise it to a 60 or a 90, but you got to start somewhere. So as you do your shopping, as you are out and about, if you own a restaurant, you go to the fooderies, make sure that you're asking them, hey, do you report to the business credit bureaus? And I'll bring those up in just a minute. And they're not called bureaus, obviously. They're called business credit reporting agencies. All right. So you want to ask everywhere you go, you're buying your staples. You want to ask those places, hey, do you report? You want to ask wherever you're spending that business bread. You want to ask, do they report? And I'm telling you, there's a lot of businesses out there that report, and you can start establishing great business relationships now. Not next year, not in the next pandemic, but now. We are in a full-on recovery, and I keep saying it, and I'm going to constantly keep saying it. Is it a recovery or is it a recession? Because those who are multi-billionaires and gazillionaires, they keep screaming recession. Me personally, I keep screaming recovery, because the multi-billionaires and gazillionaires and millionaires, they're not talking to us working poor or us middle class. We have to distinguish between who's talking to us and who's talking at us or about us. It's super important to stop listening to those who do not have our best interest at hand. You want the truth? I'm giving it to you. My name is Tyrone Glover, the truth teller, the messenger. I'm here to tell you, stop. They're not talking to you. If you're listening to Elon Musk, he's not talking to working poor or the middle class. He's not. He's giving you maybe a bunch of hype and hyperbole, but he's not talking to you. He's talking about you. He's talking at you. He's talking down to you. When you listen to Fox News, business, when you listen to CNBC, I don't know Mr. Kramer, but I know every time Mr. Kramer gets on there with his horns and his beeps and whatever else, I go right against what Mr. Kramer says, and I make a little bit more bread because Mr. Kramer's not talking to me. When you listen to all of those who said, oh my God, the economy, they're not talking to you. They're talking about you, but yet we still keep going out there spending that bread. Think about this for a quick second. 2 years ago, the inflation was 1.23. Don't believe me? Please look it up. I'll send you the report if you want. Send me an email. I'll send you the report. 2 years ago, today is hovering over 8. Are you really getting a deal when you're out there spending that money? All right. I'm going to leave you with that question. I'm going to leave you with that. All right. As you buy supplies, inventory, or other materials on credit, these purchases and payment gets reported to business credit reporting agencies. This activity creates your company's credit profile and business credit report. After your company has several trade lines reporting, a business credit rating score is generated. Just that simple. It's that easy. So why not ask those that you are already spending that money with? Ask them, if you are already an established business, hey, do you have a reporting mechanism that would help me with being able to establish or create or strengthen my current business credit understanding? And if they do, Excellent. If they don't, you might want to ask them, why don't they? Because that would help them, equally helping you. Remember, it's important to select vendors and suppliers that report to a business credit reporting agency. Each relationship you have also serves as a trade reference that can be used on future credit applications as well. So step 5, my apologies. Monitor your business credit reports. There are 3 major business credit reports. It is important to monitor each of your credit files. Each agency collects data from various sources and may have different information about your credit. The good news is each of your business credit agencies provide a way for you to update basic information about your business. If you uncover any outdated or incorrect information, you'll want to contact the agencies to make the appropriate change. All right. So it's really important to make sure that these things are done. Once they're done, you're good. With an established business credit report, you may get higher credit approvals, better interest rates, and repayment terms on loans and lines of credit. It's equally important to establish a diversity of accounts with other types of business credit, such as business credit cards or lines of credit. Diversifying your understanding just allows for you to be able to get from one place to another. One place to another. That's all it is. One place to another. That's all. It allows for you to have a great understanding when it comes to the entities in which you are doing business. Plus, the more people saying good things about you, the better it is for you. Let these 5 simple steps serve as a starting point to building business credit for your company. That's all. That's all it is. 5 basic, simple steps to getting you to where you need to be when it comes to establishing, creating, or if you already have a business and that business has maybe not had the best results with establishing or getting the business credit that it needs. These steps are going to help you with regaining that momentum that would allow for you to have exactly what you need. Bottom line. All right. There we go. 5 steps. Easy, 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 easy. If you need these 5 steps, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to send them over to you. You can also get this information, and I want to thank the source that provided this, and this was FICO, Fair Isaac Corporation. Fair Isaac Corporation is a private entity, meaning they make money off of making sure that we as consumers have the information needed. Sometimes you got to be very, very careful in what you go with when you get information. So I always tell people, you have resources out there. Go back and check those resources. Double check, triple check, even triple, double check me. But I can tell you right now, I do more than enough to make sure that the information that I'm giving you not only is the most up to date, but I go back and I go back and I go back and I refresh, refine, and I make sure that the information is spot on for you. Don't worry. Again, I've asked many of companies, many of CEOs, many of others within those companies, come on board. Give me your information. Let me help you help your consumers. Join us. Join us in the show. If there's anything that I might be getting incorrectly, please let me know, because I'm only the source of information. But I want to thank SCORE. I want to thank CFPB. I want to thank a lot of the institutions that have helped me with making sure that you understand their information. Because they're doing what they can, but unfortunately, a lot of us have to go out and do the work. And I don't mind doing the work. That's the good thing. Because a lot of us can't do the work, or we don't have the time to do the work. Well, I found the time, and now I'm giving you the opportunities to benefit from the hard work that I've done and the hard work that other entities have done, putting this information out there. And it's a lot. It is a lot. But as I stated, there are those of us out there who do not mind doing the heavy lifting. I've done the heavy lifting. Now, do you want to benefit from it? Because if you do, covered. If you don't, it's not really much that we can do for you. As a small business owner, it is important to have an understanding of business credit terms. Similar to personal credit, business credit determines whether your company can be trusted by the way in managing money. Like personal credit, business credit is a reflection of how well your company manages money. That's all it is. Okay, it's real simple. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's identical to your personal understanding. You take care of your personal, and now you're ready to move on into another realm of business, which again, everybody should be thinking about it. Yes, you can have your regular job. Say you bake cakes. That's a business. Say you like to make food and you want to give some of that or sell some of that to the neighborhood. That's a business. You cut hair, business. You do braids, business. You mow lawns, business. You rake, you shovel snow, business. There is opportunities out there that you already have a niche and already are fulfilling. Create yourself a business. Create yourself a business. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. The average person has 1. Create yourself a business. Become an entity. Start benefiting from this recovery. Because if you don't, I'm asking you it again. What are you going to wait for? The next recovery? The next pandemic? Get in front of what we can already and start putting the momentum into you. Invest in you. So, as with everything, there's always the problem. There's always something that is a problem. So the NAV American Dream Gap Survey revealed that small business owners surveyed, 45% did not know they have a business credit score. 45% of the businesses didn't even know they have a credit score. 72% did not know where to find information on their business credit, and 82% didn't know how to interpret their score. This is why, again, we have businesses, mom and pops. I used to work for a large pet company, and we had doctors who were veterinarians, but yet they could operate and do all of that, but they couldn't run the business. And now, again, this only validates as to why. You got to know the business and you got to know your business in order to be profitable. And if you don't even understand that you have a business score, 45%, if you don't even know where to find the information about your business score, 72, or if you don't even know how to interpret the business score, 82, come on, that's a problem. And we got to get better at this. And I have a solution for you if you want it. All right. The good news is you don't have to be a financial expert to navigate the world of business credit. By knowing some key terms and definitions surrounding business credit, you can earn lenders' trust and make your way to successful funding. There it is. There it is. The good news. You don't have to be a financial expert. All you need to know is those 5 simple steps. All you need to know is some business lingo. And then you can navigate yourself successfully through the business understanding, because it's, as I stated, it's just kind of similar to your personal credit. You do the same thing in your personal credit. You follow the same thing in your business credit. You keep these entities separate. You build that business, your personal credit up to 850. You build your business credit to those, I believe they are letter grades now, not the numbers system grade that we use in our personal. But again, why not establish your business credit to as high as you can possibly get it? Because there's going to be opportunities now that we are in this full-on recovery, whether or not we go into a recession. I doubt we will, but again, you got the pundits out there saying X, Y, and Z. I'm a different mindset, but as I stated, Business credit, still not going to stop. You're still going to need it. You're still going to have to make sure that you establish it, that you foster it, that you build it, that you protect it. You're still going to need to do those things. And you don't need to be a financial expert to navigate the world of business credit. Just that simple. All right, so here are those 10 top business credit terms. Accounts receivable, business credit score, cash flow. All right, what is accounts receivable? Also known as ARs. Accounts receivables refers to the money owed to your business by others for products or services provided. That's all. Business credit reports. The business credit report is a detailed report of a business credit history. Business credit scores. While a personal credit score is a number that represents an individual credit history, a business credit score represents the credit risk of a business itself. Cash flow. This is the cash that flows in and out your business on a monthly. Is that hard? That's not hard at all. Those 4 understandings, not hard at all. There's 6 more to come. The data in a small business credit report is vital to giving the funding you need to successfully run and grow a business. That's all. The data in a small business credit report is vital to getting the funding you need to successfully run and grow a business. Taking care of your business is understanding these terms. Knowing these terms will only allow for your business to grow in the manner in which it's going to be successful. All right, collateral, gross profit, lines of credit, net terms. All right, collateral, any assets used to secure credit or a loan of business is collateral and can be tangible or intangible. All right, gross profits, after deducting the cost it takes to make or sell your company's products or services, the gross product is the money that remains. Lines of credit. A line of credit for a business is an account opened with a bank, credit union, or lender that lets you borrow money when needed up to a present borrowing limit. So I'm just basically telling you, it's a line. It's giving you a limit to meet the understanding. And the net terms, we talked about it. The typical net terms are 30 and net 60. That's normal understandings that a lender is going to give you. 30 days or 60 days. And as I stated, depending on how good you are with maintaining these contractual understandings, they might even give you up to a net 180. That would be amazing. All right, and the final 2, personal guarantees and loss and profit statements. All right, so personal guarantees. A personal guarantee is a written promise from a business owner to accept responsibilities in the event the business fails to pay. And then profit and loss, also are known as P&L statements, also known as the net income statement, shows if a company is making money, breaking even, or operating at a loss. All right, there's 10 understandings that will help you with making sure that you are operating that business successfully. Those you're going to need to know. You're going to need to know because they all tie into everything we just talked about. A line of credit for a business is an account opened with a bank, credit union, or lender, which lets you borrow money when needed up to a preset borrowing limit. Each issuer has its own unique underwriting criteria, guidelines, and terms. So don't think that each one of them are going to give you a favorable or an unfavorable. Again, you have to go in and you have to negotiate those terms and conditions. And if you already can document and show on paper that you're doing exceptionally well, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take care of you. They're going to take care of you, hands down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I never want anyone to ever think that we do these shows just for the sheer fact of just being able to talk. We do these shows for the understanding that you're going to have to start facing some of the things that you are dealing with. You can't recover what you can't face. If you want to go from a poor situation to an excellent situation, you're going to have to take it off. You're going to have to get in front of it. These shows were designed, strategically set up for individuals to get out into the world and make the best out of every situation, whether you do it from a personal standpoint or whether you do it from a business standpoint. You're going to have to really think about what type of lifestyle, what type of recovery do you want? Because if you do what we're asking, if you get in front of, I'm telling you now, you're not going to have to worry about it. This recovery has presented so many challenges, but it also has presented so many opportunities. And those opportunities are there for anyone who wants them. You just have to decide. The experts are there. The experts are out. We're asking the questions. We're literally seeking out individuals that want to benefit from the information that we're providing. Because if you want it, I'm telling you, there's nothing that's going to stand in your way. There's nothing that's going to stop you. I want to thank all participants because these shows are for those who, again, you might meet me on the street and say, hey, wait a minute. I saw, I think, I believe, yes, that be me. You ask me those questions on the street, and I'm glad I'm able to. My students are now asking me equally the same questions. Hey, how do I, can I, is it possible? And I keep saying, yes, 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 it is possible. You just have to want it more. I can't keep stressing the importance of making sure that we are doing better for self. If we are doing better for self, things will change. If you are investing in self, things will improve. My students look at me every day and they wonder, wow, you're always so upbeat. You're always so full of energy and vigor. How is that? Well, I do this for a reason and a purpose. I do it because I enjoy it. When you enjoy or you love what you do, it's never work. So all I want to do is emphasize that piece and make sure that we all understand we're going to have to get out of our own ways. We're going to have to decide, is it going to be success or is it going to be sabotage? But it's in your own hands now. From this day forward, it's in your own hands. If you want what you want, you can achieve. You can become greater than you possibly ever thought. You just, again, have to get out of your own way. You have to be open to the understanding of learning. You have to be open to the understanding of being coached. You have to be open to the understanding of you might not know it all, and there might be somebody else out there that can help you with gaining that knowledge that you need. It doesn't matter what we look like. It doesn't matter what our gender is. It doesn't matter what our sexual orientation is. It doesn't matter. If you want to be successful, find you someone who is equally out there living the dream and piggyback with them. Make them your mentor. Make them that guide. But we're asking you, reach back out to us. Leverage Credit Recovery. Reach out to Soul City Network. Let us be that mentor. Let us be that guide if you haven't found anyone. So as always, let me know if you have any questions, folks. I love what I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Call me, text me, email me, Linktree me. Linktree is a new application that's out there. It's really, really cool. Today, and get a free consultation. Get that free consultation. If it's a personal understanding, get that free consultation. If it's a business understanding, get that free consultation. Why wait? Why sit back and think that, hey, I'm not able to do what I need to do because of X, Y, and Z? You are able to do what you need to do easily. You are able to do what you need to do easily. So here's that telephone number, 805-428-9424. Stop sleeping on your understanding of improving your life. Let's get these things back in play. All right. Phone number 805-428-9424. Email me, Leverage Credit Recovery at Linktree. Linktree is where we are. Linktree. You can find us on that Linktree, Leverage Credit Recovery. Linktree, Linktree. leverage credit recovery. Easy peasy breezy. Search us, website, leveragecreditrecovery@gmail.com. And again, our job is to make sure that you have the information needed so that you can navigate through whatever circumstances that might be presented. If you do that successfully, I'm already telling you, you're going to be okay. There's nothing complex about this at all. It's really simple. It's really easy. My job, again, is to help you navigate through the particulars so that you can get exactly what you're seeking. Nothing more. All right, so here are those resources that I was asking or that I was mentioning previously. SBA, U.S. Small Business Administration, one of the best resources out there to date. They will help you if you are unsure. It's a lot of information. They do have some personal individuals that you can reach out to as well. But again, been there, done that, and I know exactly what to do to make sure that I can get you to where you need to be. The CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protections Bureau. Once the Consumer Protection Bureau has been established, they will equally make sure that you have exactly what you need. You got complaints, you got concerns, you got issues. The CFPB will definitely address those. I've been working with them. I've read a lot of their material, and I'm literally versed as well as they are. And it's funny because sometimes I ask their customer service representatives, hey, can you answer this question? And a lot of them don't even have the answer to that, but they're still a valued resource. And I definitely recommend that individuals reach out to them if you have concerns, questions, or issues. I live in New York State, and Letitia James is my attorney general. If you got a question about what goes on in your state when it comes to business, reach out to your attorney general. They can really help you with making sure that what you're doing is appropriate and is obviously governed by the laws to protect yourself. And obviously, Congress.gov can help you out with making sure that you're doing and following the guidelines and the laws. Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet is a business reporting entity. If you are unsure about what and how they operate, please reach out to Dun & Bradstreet, because Dun & Bradstreet will definitely be able to navigate and help you get through whatever establishments that you are attempting to do. The Dun & Bradstreet helps with making sure that you have the proper understanding about how your business entity is being reported. All right, NAV. NAV is equally, they're the same as Dun & Bradstreet. They just operate obviously a little bit differently because businesses do what they need to do. And then as soon as you have established yourself within that entity, nothing else that you need more to do. You just make sure that the business that you're operating with is reporting to either Dun & Bradstreet or they're reporting to NAV. SCORE is a business resource that wants to, it's actually very much a part of your community, and they're all over. And all they want to do is make sure that you have what you need to be able to operate that business successfully. That's it. Successfully. That's what we all want. We want success in our functions in our day-to-day. These resources are all available to you. All you got to do is reach out. But if that's too arduous, if it's too much, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to walk you through. All right, my FICO. My FICO is, again, Fair Isaac Corporation. Fair Isaac Corporation, this is the entity that more or less 90-something percent, 92, 95% of reports go through my FICO. All right, if you got it, if it's being reported, it's more than likely being reported to my FICO. It's just another entity out there that's doing what it needs to do, not doing as best as it should, but it's doing what it needs to do to make sure that you're protected and that that information is being reported. Your job is to make sure that that information is being reported properly. If it's not being reported properly, it will create, obviously, a problem. So you have to monitor your stuff. You have to look at your stuff. Just like we monitor our phones, just like we monitor our oil levels in our car, just like we monitor a variety of different things. We have to make sure that we're monitoring our personal credit as well as we're monitoring our business credit. If you do that, you're going to be fine. Your entities are not going to have any problem. I just wanted to give you a few resources, things that you can look at and look into prior to establishing that business. Or if you already have a business and you weren't quite sure on how to do X, Y, and Z, well, now you have some resources. And as always, reach out to us. We want you to reach out to us. That's why we do what we do. That's why we provide what we provide. We want you to know that you have not only the entities that are out there, but you also have us that are here to provide you with the answers. Because a lot of times you'll reach out to these entities and sometimes you'll get them and they might not have the answer, or it might be in an email format where you have to wait 5 to 7 business days, whatever the circumstance may be. Here, you're going to get what you need, and you're probably going to get it within less than an hour, 2-hour phone call. And finally, we are on a variety of different social media outlets. Like us, follow us, join us. We are doing a lot when it comes to making sure that our community has what it needs, because we know that a community needs what we have. It's just that simple. TikTok, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, YouTube, and then obviously our host of the Mostest Soul City Network. All right, like us, follow us, join us, because if you do, I'm telling you, we're going to make things so much better for you, so much easier for you, so much to where you don't have to worry about anything, nothing. You want simplicity? Well, we're here to give that to you. You want to be able to run that entity in exactly the same manner in which you need to? Well, we're here to do that for you. It's just that simple. And I know I use that a lot. It's just that simple, because it is. It's just that simple. Get out of your own way and start benefiting from all of your hard work. If you do that now, I'm telling you, the next pandemic, you're going to sail right through it. God knows we don't want another one, but you're going to be able to sail right through it if you start now. Get in front of your circumstances, get in front of your situations now. Because if you do, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing that you're going to have to worry about. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this broadcast. This is, as I state always, one of my most favorite days of all. I get to go to school. I get to teach the youth. I get to come home. I get to educate the public on a variety of topics that I already know that you are very much interested in. And all we do is make sure that you have the most up-to-date information about solidifying, making sure that you are ready to do what you are ready to do. Because if you are, we're here. We're here to make sure that you're going to be 110% okay. Because if we can do that for you, ladies and gentlemen, then we've done our job. And as I stated, as the CEO, the dressed down CEO of Leverage Credit Recovery, my job is just to be the messenger. The messenger to get into your hands the most valued, up-to-date, important information about your personal credit, about your business credit, so that you can go into this world and do exactly as you need to do, make money and become profitable. It's always a pleasure. It's always a joy. It's always one of the best parts of my day, and that's being with you on Tuesday on Soul City Networks. Don't forget about those other shows on this network: Dr. Yana B. Woodhouse, Access Wealth Nation. There's a variety of different shows that Soul City Networks brings to the platform, and it's really important that you, as an audience, starts tuning in and getting that valuable knowledge to take you to that next level. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Soul City. I want to wish you all a happy and a wondrous Christmas, or however you celebrate that. Be safe in your travels. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday as we bring to you another one of our fantastic shows that is going to help you get more and more closer to that understanding of financial stability. Everyone, have a great rest of your evening. Be safe, and I can't wait to see you again. Be safe, America.
We are the sons and daughters of the soul. We are resilient and forever forward thinking. We ask for nothing else than the opportunity to live and to create the lives that we were meant to live. We want nothing but an equal chance at options and possibilities. The same possibilities and options to live out our potential as our fellow man. We want to be heard, understood, and expressive in our reality. We are the future. We are the creative. We are here.